This video is not usually what I post, but why not do something different? Because today, I'm going to show you my builds that I've been creating throughout my Minecraft worlds. So getting straight to the point, we're in creative mode because this is one of the past worlds that I've been on, and I'm not going to come back to this, but it is still legendary. So if we just hop in here, and I think it's this portal, I might be wrong. Ooh, wait, hold on, I actually might be wrong. But it's one of these portals that will lead me to the entrance of this iconic build. Because this was the first build that I posted on my YouTube. Some of you might know it, but I'll present it to you anyways. Here it is. The Nether Monument Mega Build. Wait for it to load, wait for it to load. There we go. There we go. As you can see, I haven't spawn-proofed this because there's mobs everywhere. And that kind of levels this build down. Either way, it looks pretty sick, don't you think? I feel like without the 1.16 additions, I think this would have been a lot better. But still, this looks pretty good. I don't know what I went for here. Just something cool, I guess. And I remember this as being an inspiration for one of Phil's monument builds. I remember his ocean monument. It had like a donut ring around it. I just figured mine would be magma because of Nether, because it's a Nether theme. And these towers, I really did just wing this. I winged this build. No plans were put into it. I think I just built what looked cool. This is not all of it. There's some on top. Because I remember I had 3 phases to this, which was sea level, underground, and on top. This one was on top where I made a sky volcano. Pretty cool. This is also a challenge to terraform. It's not a good volcano. It's not bad either. Looks pretty cool, I guess. These towers, I definitely winged this. I think some parts of this build were actually inspired from Tangotech's Hermitcraft Mega Base. Some of these buildings are directly inspired from other creators. You can go check down here, because this one down here almost took me 2 months to do. Almost 2 months. So I'm pretty sure I mined over 800,000 stone here. Probably a million blocks mined here. And also, fun fact, originally this mega build only had 1 phase. But when the 1.16 Nether came out, I decided to do a 2nd phase. And that was to incorporate all the Nether biomes. So I dug underground. The Soul Sand Valley. Okay, honestly, the lighting makes it not really photogenic, but I had to do what I had to do to stop mobs from spawning. There probably might have been a better way to do it. Seems impractical. But as you can see, Soul Sand Valley, Warped Forest, Crimson Forest, and of course the Basalt Deltas surrounding in another donut. And yeah, this is pretty much it. My first mega build. And as time would tell, I would do a lot more of these builds in the coming future. And moving on to the next one, we have to travel through the Nether for this one as well. And if you're wondering where I got my Nether bricks from to build the Nether monument, this is where. Completely demolished this whole area. Oh my gosh, look at this. What is it? What is this? Why is there like stripes in it? This has to be a glitch or something. This next build I'm gonna show is my proudest yet. Although the build that I'm currently doing might outmatch it. I don't think I've ever posted this on YouTube. And it's fully finished. But here's the Submerged Desert biome. And we're in! Oh, it's pretty dark, Let me get an aerial view. And here it is. The Submerged Desert biome. A whole desert biome submerged underwater. And this is one of my greatest mega builds by far. And it's definitely on a mega scale considering it's a whole biome submerged underwater. It's more than mega. What's more than mega? Gigantic. Humongous. Colossal. Alright, that's enough synonyms. Yeah, going into an in-depth look of every single build that I made in this submerged desert biome would be too long. So I'm just gonna fly it around for a bit. I'm gonna show you some of the POIs. Coral reef. A cup underwater that's made of quartz. Very cool. Submerged desert village with a pyramid. Oh my gosh, my frames are so bad. My frames are so bad because of this build. Big ravine with big bubbles. Floating island number 1. Floating island number 2. Some sort of wooden structure underwater. This one's my favorite, actually. It's the bones. It's the skellies. This one's personally my favorite out of all of them. Also, you can find these little pyramids that have beacons in them. They can be found all around. Sandstone archway. Another structure, but this time made of stone bricks. This one's another coral reef. My frames are so bad. What's happening? Yeah, and also floating island number 3. And also forgot to mention the elephant in the room. This big mansion that's half submerged underwater, well, fully submerged underwater. Excluding these towers, I think. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they look cool, you know. There's also an entrance here that I think is the main entrance. Yeah, there's really nothing in here other than just fully white, lit it up with sea lanterns. And that's just about it for this build. Forgot to mention these Eiffel Tower looking structures. I put them all around the desert biome with conduits in them, so I can breathe underwater. That's why you can see them scattered around. This build was made to incorporate every structure you'd see in oceans in vanilla Minecraft, including shipwrecks, abandoned stone structures, abandoned desert villages, etc. So that's basically what I had in mind when building this. I've covered everything in this mega build, and I've covered everything in this world. So it's time to move on to the next world. Hardcore Season 1. My first successful hardcore world. I actually defeated the Ender Dragon in this world, other than some hardcore worlds that I wouldn't want to explain. But I called it Season 1 because it was the first successful hardcore season. And we are at my worst build so far. Well, it's not a bad build, it's just I'm not proud of it. It was this failed monstrosity. My thought was there would be a big island in the middle, consisting of every type of forest, with every other biome in the overworld, and every biome in the nether, and also the end that I was going to put over here. It was a good plan. It really was a good idea. But I just lost motivation for it halfway through. Because over here you can see I actually didn't finish the nether biome over here. I felt like it looked really bad. With all these other islands, there's nothing even on this island. This one's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, this one's pretty cool. But this one, I just didn't know what to do here. And for that one, I had no idea as well because it was flat. I didn't want to terraform it. Considering I had to do this foundation stone build for every single island, I felt like I had other things to do. But overall, this is my least proudest build that I've done. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good, honestly. It still looks visually appealing. This one, I remember I dug down here. There's a spawner right under it, which was pretty cool, I guess. That's basically it. Nothing too special for this world. I want to show you the new project that I was doing that eventually led up to the death of this world. And it was in the nether, and if I can navigate my way through this, I may be able to show you. Where am I at? I'm lost. I'm fully lost. Where am I at? Oh, it's this way. It's this way. I remember. Yes, I remember now. Okay. So over here, if I'm not wrong, we go to the left and we see, yep, we see this. As you can see, I made a border. 257 by 257 area. This sounds very familiar if you're a fan of Filza. I was gonna do something similar to like the Nether Void, but as I was placing TNT down, a ghast blew me up. Yep, one of these guys blew me up. That caused the death. Oh, there's a sign here. Hardcore Season 1 death location. Yep, this is exactly where I died. This is exactly where I died. I actually can probably show you the clip now.
Alright, I'm gonna give you an ultimate chat. Okay, here we go. Chat, you monsters. Oh, that's terrible. Whatever. I have to follow what chat says.
Yeah, anyways, I was getting some destruction and yeah, I eventually died. Pretty sure I was mining up here too. I think I should have mined. I think I should have finished mining up here before I started. Whoa. To be fair, this is a lot to mine. This is a lot to mine, to be fair. Oh my gosh. How was I gonna do this? This is too much. This is too much. Seems like I had a lot of motivation. Well, anyways, moving on to the next world. Ooh. Well, we're here. And we are at Hardcore Season 2. The first Hardcore world where I hit 1,000 days. And this, by far, was the most ambitious project I have ever attempted. And I don't think I'm gonna attempt a project bigger than this. I might attempt a project that's maybe equal in size, but nothing bigger than this, because this was insane. The motivation I had when I was in this world was downright incredible. As you can see, I only got 1/4 done, which is heartbreaking because this pyramid looked so good. We were on day 1164. This looked so good. Oh, and also on our hardcore but not hardcore series, I still have 0 deaths and I've surpassed day 1164. So that means I've technically been on 1 life. I've technically surpassed this world in deaths because I have 0 deaths right now. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. This was mega. Also a melon farm. My prediction was that this project would have taken me 9 months to a year, but now that I think of it, this project would have taken me more than that. If I was alive, of course. But I'm thankful for every death. The current world that I'm in right now is beginning to be legendary. As you can see, cow farm. This made me lag my PC so hard my frames dropped to 1 frames per second every single time I looked in this direction. It do be a mega cow farm. Do be. Also, this mega chest monster. Literally, every one of these chests is filled to the brim.
Stop the cap.
Okay, that was a lie. That was a lie. Well, most of these chests are filled to the brim with either sand or stone, if I'm correct. Sandstone and sand. I'm pretty sure there's some stone here. Oh yeah, here's a stone. Mega amounts of stone. And mega amounts of sand as well. So I think all in all, before my statistics reset in this world, I think I had 1.5 million blocks, or somewhere close to that, 1.5 million blocks mined. If I look in statistics, I don't think it shows, yeah. Yeah, this is nothing. This is literally nothing. But there were mountain ranges and stuff in this desert biome. And I mined them down all the way to Y level 63, if I'm not wrong. Y level 63, yep. There are mountain ranges here, and I leveled it down to Y level 63. I forgot the dimensions of this pyramid, but it definitely is mega. And I'm not surprised if I mined over 1.5 million blocks here. Because 1.5 million blocks is just a prediction. I remember it being in the millions. It could be 2 million, I don't know. But yes, this is my most ambitious project ever. Woulda, coulda been a good one. Now, we are going off into our current world. Alright, here we are in our current world. We are not creative because, of course, this is survival, and I haven't died yet. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to be going to the Silburn Manor, my most recent build. Wee. What up, llama? And here we are, inside of the big meteor that I built. If you step outside and look outside, meteors are raining down from the sky, destroying the Silburn Manor. Not gonna lie, this is top 2. This is definitely top 2. This is definitely my second most favorite builds that I've done. Just because of the mansion and how I did the meteors. They look amazing. I'm pretty proud. Also the way that I terraformed these cliffs and adding these adding these stalactites and stalagmites, they do pop out a bit. They do pop out more than in other structures. Yeah, I am getting more into terraforming. So this was a bit of a challenge, but not too much. I would like to do some more terraforming builds in the future. But yeah, that's about it. And of course, the manor's empty because that's too much work. It's on the outside that matters. That doesn't apply to real life, but it applies to my builds, you know. So that's basically everything in this video. Wait, I'm forgetting something. This footage is definitely not recycled. No, it isn't. I also had an unfinished build on an SMP server, which was this. Sadly, I can't access the server anymore. Oh yeah, there's also one more, but it's unfinished. Subscribe.